You decide I can't make the rent payments by myself, and you leave, and leave 4 or 5 months left on the lease. That's going to hurt both of you guys. Both of you guys were on a lease. The apartment complex can go after both of you guys. It's going to show when they get their judgment. Well, judgments won't show on your credit report, but if they send you the collections, it's going to show on both of them. Now, that's how something can impact you. But when it comes to individual accounts, and then now, magically you've gotten married, and now her stuff is on your credit report and his stuff is on hers, that's not how it works. All right? So there's no such thing as having a joint, and there's nothing, it's no such thing at all as a joint credit score. So you don't have a joint credit score as a family, as a couple. So even if you were to say, go get a mortgage, you want to go buy your house, your first house together, right? You want to buy your house. She's got a score, he's got a score. They don't merge them. They don't do anything like that. They usually take, typically, whichever one is the advantage for the mortgage company, who has the higher credit score, who has the lower credit score, who makes the most money or whatever, and they have their own determination. But there's no combination. Just because she's got an 800 and you got a 750, that doesn't make your credit score 775. That's just not how the way it works, all right? So you don't have to necessarily worry about that, but it is important for both of you guys to get on the same level. Maybe be equally yoked when it comes to credit. Both of y'all got bad credit? Cool. No problems then. One's got good credit, other's got bad credit. The one with the good credit, you need to pull that other person along. I get calls all the time from people that says, well, I have, bad credit. I'm trying to fix my credit, and my significant other has good credit. Well, why isn't your significant other helping you? Why are you not an authorized user on your significant other's credit card to help pull you up, to get you on the same level as they are? Those are the kinds of things that you need to look at when it comes to that. So there's no such thing as a joint credit score. All right. Here's one of the last things, because we actually covered one of the things that I want to talk about in the question of the day. So one of the things was that credit scores aren't the only decisions, when it comes to making loans. So that was one of the factors that I was going to talk to you guys about today. We covered it in the question of the day. So here's the last one. Negative information. Negative information eventually falls off your credit. It absolutely does. So one day it's going to fall out. If it's a collection, 7 years. Typically 7 years is going to fall off your credit report. Whether you do anything about it or not, it's going to fall off your credit report. If you file bankruptcy, depending on which one you file, it's going to fall off in 7 or 10 years. If you file a Chapter 7, it actually falls off in 10 years. A Chapter 7 falls off in 10 years. The reason there's a distinction is because you didn't pay anything. Chapter 7, you just wiped out all the debt, so they penalize you a little more. It's going to stay on your credit report for 10 years. If it's the other way around, and it's you file a Chapter 13 and you restructure your debt, they give you a break, if you will, and that stays on your credit report for 7 years. But anything else, collections, no judgments are no longer on your credit report. Dealings with the IRS, liens are no longer on your credit report. State liens are no longer on your credit report. And if they are, some people, they are still stuck on there for whatever reason, even at this late juncture, because it's been at least 2 years, contact me. I'll tell you what to do about getting those liens off of your credit report, who to contact and whatnot. Give me a ring, 312-600-5855. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and listening to the show. That's what I got for you today. Come back next week. I swear I'll be here next week. Next week I got a busy week. Start of basketball season. So let me tell you guys why I have been missing in action, if you will. So this is me. This is just a personal issue for me. I have a difficult time transitioning with my children. You know my heartbeats, Kobe, Cameron, and Carter, right? So Kobe's older. Cameron and Carter are in the mix of now both doing, having on sports teams and playing organized sports. So both now. So before it was just Cameron, just had to really deal with, one a day, one game on Saturday, what have you. Now both are actually playing. And with both playing, it's difficult because they take up the whole day. All the parents out there with multiple kids, y'all already know this. You know how that works, right? So for me, it was difficult. Both of them started soccer, same time, different leagues, played different places, played different times, all whatever. Carter's games happen to be during the time that I would be actually on live on the air doing the show. So I couldn't get it done. And fortunately, that season is over. But when one season ends, another one starts, it begins, right? So next week, basketball starts. Both of them will be playing basketball. But I promise we're going to get that together. I'm going to make sure that I get the show done for you guys for Saturdays, 1:30 Central Standard Time, 2:30 on the East Coast, 11:30 Pacific Time. We're going to get this together, you guys, and I won't be missing. I won't be missing. It is the last quarter. It's the last quarter of the year. You guys should know what that means. That means if you got collections, it's time for you to start collecting some money here and there. Collect you some money, save you some ducats so you can get rid of some of those collections. So you can take advantage of the fact that it's the last quarter of the year. And if you owe somebody $1,000, maybe you only pay them $250 and get that bad boy removed off your credit report. That happens. That means what? You save $750 if you do something of that nature. You save $750. You get it off of your credit report. Your credit score goes up. So you're really actually saving more than $750 because the next time you go to apply for something, you got better credit, you're going to pay less interest, right? All makes sense. It all works, all right? So make sure you start getting your ducks in a row so you can get those collections off of your credit report, all right? You got questions? Contact me, 800@creditscoreman.com. That's where you can catch me. Look, before I go, you know how I got to do. Kobe, Cameron, and Carter, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.